Hello everyone, happy Friday. It's Friday, August the 22nd, 2025. Welcome to our weekly paper crafting card making live. So good to see so many of you here in the chat today. I actually sat down for a second right before this live and I looked at my watch. I was like, oh, 12:59. Uh-oh. Oh, hello everybody. I hope everyone has had a great week so far. Nicholas here from Germany. Hi, Kathleen. Hello, Catherine. Kelly's here. Sophie, Allison, Larissa. Hello, my friend. Hi, let's see. Teresa, Paper, Pencil, and Bird. Another one from Germany. Germany's here to represent today. Hi, Marta. Hi, Lisa. Hello, Monica. So I hope everyone, Koi, hello. I am so glad to see everybody. We are going to have a little bit of fun with brand new Lawn Fawn products. I hadn't had a chance to play with some of the August release things yet, and since we're on a Halloween kick here, I thought today would be the perfect opportunity to create an adorable little scene card with Lawn Fawn. So I hope everybody is... If you've picked up some Lawn Fawn goodies, drop me a note in the chat. Let me know what you've picked up. Hello, Pam. Aw, thank you. I miss you, my friend. I was just thinking about you this morning, kind of prepping and thinking about going to the cross-stitch retreat in a couple of weeks, and I'm so sad you aren't going to be there. Let's see. Hi, Barbara. Hello, Nikki. Hi, Susie. Okay, I know that this is paper crafting, but seeing Nikki's name made me think of this. Anyone live in the Nashville area and is a cross-stitcher and knows any great cross-stitch shops or has visited, can you drop me a note in the chat and let me know and I'll shout them out? I would love to know. A friend here is going to Nashville and had asked me, pardon, I can't talk, had asked me, and I've actually never been to Nashville, even though I would really love to go. So if you know of any, let me know. Okay, hello, Joy. She says, hailing from the fabulous, oh, Germany. She's talking about Germany, but she says Southwest Louisiana. I love that. Hello, Shelly. I'm sad too, but I can't. Yes, it'll be good. Let's see. Jen says, Lawn Fawn, yay, one of my favorites. Okay, if you picked up something from Lawn Fawn from the release, let me know what it is. We are going to do the Build-A-Bunnies today, but with Halloween costumes. I did go ahead and update the supply list here on YouTube with everything I'm going to be using. Hopefully, if we pull out something else, you know, adjustments, we're going to craft on the fly. I was thinking this, and I almost said this in my little Instagram, little blurb, like, you know, story. Words are so hard today. I was going to say I had PTSD from prepping for my March teaching in person where we did the Build-A-Bunny. I don't think I've pulled out Build-A-Bunny since then. And then I thought, oh, don't say that. That's not nice. But I'm telling you guys, so now I've put it out there. Love the spooky forest. Nikki, you're welcome. We'll see if anybody responds. I don't know. Let's see. I have been loving all your Halloween cards this week. Thank you, Marta. Picked up that giant Happy Halloween die. I almost picked it to use. I actually switched it out at last minute because I kind of changed my mind on how I was going to make my card. So, yes, I love that one too. Valerie loves the Craftoween post. I'm so glad. So I'm going to give you guys an up-close peek at those cards so far. Today is day 4. I will tell you, if you are in my paper crafting Patreon tiers, any of those tiers, they get early access, so they all see the next day's card a day before. So they all got to see day 5 already today. So I hope if you're in my Patreon, you love that perk that you get to see the next day's card a day early. I absolutely love the Craftoween box. I wish it had not sold out quite so fast. I'm sure they're wishing it hadn't sold out quite so fast too, but it was brand new this year. They have not done that before. So hopefully with such a great response, they'll do it again next year. Let's see. Heather got the Halloween costumes for the bunnies, the Halloween mice, the fall sentiments, Build-A-Gourds, and paper pad. Fantastic, all great, all favorites of mine. Love all the Halloween things, but don't celebrate in Belgium, yes. Let's see. Aloha from Texas. Jennifer says, Halloween is dangerous crafty season. Right? Marta says, loves that perk. I'm so glad. Nikki loves it too. I'm so glad you guys love it. I've really been enjoying being able to kind of offer some things a little bit early for you guys. Okay, let's show those cards, and then let's talk about today's card. We're going to do a big ink blending today and scene building, which is always, always my favorite. More adorable Halloween. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Laura. She says she loves the Halloween. Catherine says she doesn't normally craft Halloween. Yes, but hopefully it's inspiring you to use some things you might already have as well. So this was the day one, which was this cute little vampire guy. And I paired him with lots of other things that are available or have been available. I tried to pick things that were available. I know one thing has sold out, but the spiderweb background's been out for a couple years. It's one of my favorites. This snow globe obviously came from a Christmas set, but I think snow globes for all the seasons is a good idea. So the vampire was day one. Day two was the skull and the crow, which I have actually used over and over. The books are something that are still in stock at Spellbinders. They're the classic tales, and they are some of my absolute favorite. I've used them multiple times, not just in day 2 and 3. I love them, and they're not Halloween themed. That's part of the reason I love them. So, the skull and the crow. Day 3, here's the books again, was the poison bottle, but paired with lots of other great Spellbinders products. Again, the spiderweb background, because you can use that over and over. The books you can use over and over. We pulled the skulls in from day 2. And that cute little frog was an add-on from a previous month, but he is available for individual purchase, which is fun. And then today's card. This one is kind of that pretty Halloween. I went for soft pinks, very kind of more of those romantic florals kind of thing, but still with the fun, cute, spooky vibe. And so did a little acetate window with the stamping. Added my faux embroidered pumpkin die set from Spellbinders, hat and pumpkins to this card. And then the cute little jack-o'-lantern actually comes with this one. So he's super cute. Oh, Marta, I'm so glad you got the book set. I think you're going to love it. It was a past die of the month or large die of the month. I can't remember which. And it's one of my all-time favorites. Okay, let's talk today's card. So you'll notice I've got some white cardstock out already, so we can do some inking. And I've got my nighttime stencil from Lawn Fawn because we are going to build a night sky, and I'm going to do a non-traditional night sky. I do a lot of purples, blues, and blacks, maybe with like yellows and things thrown in. We're going to try something different. We're going to see if it works. I don't know. If it doesn't, it's just paper. We can start over. So this is a previous release. I pulled that from my stash because I think it's always important to pull things that you already have and mix and match them. So in that vein, this is the new costumes, one of the sets. I'm actually only going to use this one, and it pairs beautifully with the Build-A-Bunny. So if you have the Build-A-Bunny set that came out earlier this year, you can now dress up your bunny with all of these cutie pie costumes. There is another add-on for costumes. So we're going to be using both of those. Then I guess we'll just go in order. This is a previously released product called the Spooky Forest Backdrop. And it, of course, is what we're going to build the whole scene around. I've die cut the frame for this. And that's part of pulling from things that are previously released and using them with things that we have now. I've used lots of elements from this before in the past, but this is a great one to add to your Halloween or fall season card making arsenal. Then I also pulled out the full moon. I needed this bat from here, so I pulled him out. He's 2 pieces. I think I might have actually forgot to cut the rest of his body. So when we get to that, let's just set that over here to the side. I also pulled out the scallop treat box because I might use the bats from this. I was looking for bats, so that's what I was going to pull from that. And then other new products, we have got our fall leaves here, the fall leaves border. I'm actually just going to use, looks like I did not get all my leaves out of here. We're going to use the individual leaves from this to kind of help build out our fall Halloween scene. And then I also pulled out our jack-o'-lanterns. So this is our Build a Jack-o'-lantern dies, and I absolutely love these too. Let's see. Hello, Tabitha. So I'm going to set these over here to the side in case I have to grab them again. Other new product we're going to be using today is the Henry's Build a Sentiment Fall. So we're going to use this for our sentiment today. I love these Henry's Build a Sentiments. I think these are fantastic staples in your stash because you can really build all kinds of sentiments with this. Nicholas says, of course you were looking for bats. You guys know me. You know I was looking for the bats to round out my scene. So you can see in my box, I've got this is the craft stacks from Spellbinders. I have all my little pieces in here, and we're just going to set that aside for a minute as well so that we can work on stenciling our background. Now, any kind of moon mask is going to work here, really. If you've got Tim Holtz's moon masks or other moons, that's great too. I just wanted to pull out this Lawn Fawn one, of course. Let me grab my frame because this is going to help me know exactly where I want everything to go on this. Tabitha says, I can tell this is going to be expensive for me. Tabitha, you make me laugh all the time, friend. All the time. All right, so I have my frame cut from black cardstock. I wanted it to look more like a silhouetted frame instead of adding color to it. And then I want my moon to kind of be peeking through the tree. So I'm pretty sure we're going to kind of concentrate this up here in the upper right corner of our scene. Hold please really quick, everybody. I might have to take this phone call. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm back. It was one of my children. Otherwise, I would not have answered it because they know I'm live at this time. We're going to build a really pretty distress inked scene here in the background. So what I'm going to do first is I like to keep my moon, the solid part of the moon, in place. We can add some nice detail to the moon here in a little bit. I don't really need my frame now that I know where that's going to go. Let's see. Shari's asking Tabitha if she needs a support group. We all know Tabitha. Tabitha, we've discussed this. This is not the right group for that kind of support. We're going to tell you to buy it. I'm loving all these Halloween cards, Danielle said. Oh, thank you. Oh, Jen's looking for that support group too. Nicholas says children first always. Yes. Normally I would not have answered because that one knows better. But that's okay. All right. But he informed me it wasn't an emergency. He just forgot. Let's talk about what colors I pulled. So, you know, I talked about the normal colors. My colors are completely based on how I'm going to dress up my critters. And I thought this might be crazy, but we're going to try it anyway. I'm thinking a red and black sky is going to be super cool today. So that's what we're going to try to achieve. I've not tried this before. I've done like greens and blacks, greens, purples, blacks, blues, purples, blacks, But I really wanted to do red because we're going to do a pirate and a vampire bunny dressed up. And I thought it would be super cute. So we're going to start with, I also pulled Lost Shadow and Hickory Smoke. These are mostly going to be used for the moon. But when I'm doing a moon, I like it to have a little bit of glow around it. So what I end up doing, even though my dark colors are going to be the sky, I want to go around the solid shape a little bit with our light color. I think we're going to do Lost Shadow, which is going to be super light gray. And, well, not super light, but, you know, light-ish. And we're just going to give a nice little inking here right around that. Oh, I just bumped it. I knew I did. So here's what we're going to do. We're not going to use this one because I messed it up already. Let me start over. We're going to not bump our magnet. And I'm going to carefully go around my moon this time. That ruins the whole thing if it's not circular. 0 stars for that. Hello, Christina, hello. I actually can't believe that Tabitha doesn't have this collection. Teresa said, I can't either. Tabitha, I am shocked to my core, my friend. Okay, so here is our moon shape. I'm also then not going to re-ink my Lost Shadow. This is going to be the base color for my moon, and I'm just going to go in and add my color. And I think because I know for a fact I'm going to be using this same brush for black soot here in a little bit, we're going to go ahead and take Hickory Smoke, a little bit darker, and that's what I'm going to use to add my detail to my moon. And I'm going to brush off a little bit of this ink. And then I do like to kind of go back over it and just mute that a little bit. We can do a little bit more if we need to after a bit. But I think that looks pretty good. All right. So then we're actually going to take our solid piece of our stencil and pop it back in place. And we're going to move on to red. Let's see. Oh, Christy, thank you. Hi, Christy. When did you peek in here? I didn't even see you. You're on your 4th Lawn Fawn order this month. Oh, my word. I bet you've got some good stuff. What's your favorite thing, Christy? And anyone else, let me know. Tanya really likes the big blending brushes. Me too. So now, actually, I lie. Before I get too excited about my red, I'm actually going to go back in with my Lost Shadow. And I think I'm going to go all over with this, like so. Not using a super heavy hand, but I also want my red to look kind of moody and dirty, if that makes sense. That's my technical term. Okay, now we're going to go in with Lumberjack Plaid. And I'm going to start off the edge, and we're going to just start building in our red color. I'm going to go back in with a little bit of gray. Mute that harsh line a little bit. We may have to do a little bit more work on that in a minute. And I just am going to build this up and build up the intensity. I'm already liking it. Melissa loves the Halloween mice. Looking forward to the red background, Larissa said. Me too. I hope it looks good. It's always a gamble trying something live, you know? But why not is my philosophy. All right. Now, as I get to where I've got my little moon glow, I'm just going to kind of not re-ink it and go over this with a lighter hand to hopefully get a nice Nice little blend. And that looks pretty good. So see how around the moon now it's still that nice light gray? I always like to start with that as my base. Okay. Then we need our black soot. Going to buy those big brushes this week. Oh, they're my favorite thing. My favorite thing for big backgrounds. And they're so smooth. So now we're going to go in with our black soot. So this really helps mute the fact that it's this bright red, but you still see those hints of red through it. It's all about just kind of building up that color. Go around this corner. Oh, I'm loving it. I think this is going to look amazing with our little black and red outfits. Are those the Spellbinders brushes? Christy says they 100% are. Yep, and mine are so messy and dirty, but I use them, so it's okay. Yes, these are the Spellbinders, and these are the big size. I just ordered the Tim Holtz. Joanne said, oh, for the class. Isn't that cool? Tabitha wants to know what a budget is. Tabitha, we might have to go to a new support group. You and me both. Okay, let me move this aside for a minute, because we're not quite done with our background. But I like to do the backgrounds first. I talk about this a lot, either in my lives or in my edited videos, because there's often a lot of dry time involved, and it's best to just get that out of the way now. Perfect Halloween night, Jen says. So there is our moon. I'm very happy with it. I'm going to clean off a little bit. I'm going to clean off my gray brush on my microfiber cloth. And if you want, you can even go back with a little lost shadow. Sometimes I like to mute the edges of my moon a little bit more once I'm kind of done with that. Oh, that's good. I like it. Look how pretty our moon is. And it looks like it has a little bit of that glow, which is definitely what I'm going for. They are the best blending brushes, Tabitha said, 100%. Okay, so next, we want to add some sparkle and some distress to our background. So I'm going to grab my spatter box, which needs a scrub with a sponge of some sort, because it's all caked on, but it's dry. And we're going to take the sparkle. Actually, pretend this is the Raven one. It's the new color for this. I actually have it. I just don't have it out of the package. We're going to take black and sparkle, and we're going to mix these up and then tap them on here. Kitty, the new cardstock is called ColorWheel. That's all. It's the new color names, and that's why they have a different name. But the cardstock is basically the same. So I'm tapping on this black first, and I want my moon mask because I don't want spatter all over my moon. I want to maintain the integrity there of the moon that we created. Tanya says, Red Sky is a success. Love it. Perfect. I'm so glad. Kathleen loves the moodiness of it. Me too. I'm going to have to try this again. Yes, Mandy, I do like cards for fun. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now we're going to have a little bit of sparkle. Kind of add in, or a lot of sparkle, you know, whatever. Just for fun. And then we can lift off our moon mask, and we don't have all of that spatter on our moon. Just in the sky. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So that is our background. Such a spooky background, Lisa said. All right. I am just going to clean this up since I'm right here. Hey, Nicole. I'm available to come help you with Stamptember help. You know I'm a giver who can keep a secret. Christy, you're so cute. So, I'm still waiting on some things, but I will tell you that one of everybody's favorites is in the house. And I'm actually going to be working with it here in a little bit when I'm done with this live. Does anyone want to guess who that might be? Is everybody ready for Stamptember? Let me know. I don't know if I am. I'm trying to be. I am. I'm in a weird mood, I think. Oh my gosh. Okay, look how cute this is going to be. Doesn't that look fabulous? Oh my gosh, I love this sky so much. Okay, let's start playing with our adorable images. Misty, I don't have the pink fresh brushes, so I can't speak to that. I love the Spellbinders ones, though. I've got a couple of bunnies here, so let's grab our bunnies first. We're going to work on building up our bunnies, and then we'll start outfitting them. So, oh, this bunny's missing an arm. That's no good. Okay. We have our fog gray bunny, and then we have our fawn colored bunny. Jen says, can you continue the live when you play with the Stamptember item? No. No, no, no. Let me see if anybody has guessed it yet. Yes, somebody has guessed it. Now, oh, I do have that one. Shari is right. Okay, so I will say I do have Lawn Fawns. I have not used it yet. Let's see who guessed right first. Barb guessed first. Yes, Tim's. You are correct. There have been several, but yes. I feel like his is generally a very highly anticipated. Lawn Fawn is on my list, though, to do this weekend. So, yes. Okay. So, let's kind of pull out. I'm just going to kind of show you guys the pieces and my thought process, because I feel like that always helps with the assembly. Okay, a lot of these pieces are small. We'll pull those as we need them. So, my thought process here. We are going to have one bunny dressed as a vampire, because I love this. This outfit inspired the whole card background, the little vampire outfit in red and black. And then we're also going to have a bunny hanging out in one of the jack-o'-lanterns, and he is going to be a pirate. Again, the colors completely inspired the background today. Linda is ready for Stamptember. Just got nails done to for September to transition into fall. Mandy's ready for Stamptember. Oh, let's see. Teresa says, what is Stamptember? So great question. This is year 16 for Stamptember. It is an event put on by Simon Says Stamp, and it is a month where we celebrate stamping all month long, and it includes a lot of like exclusives, limited editions, daily inspiration, showcasing some sort of stamping. It's just kind of a month-long party, if you will, that celebrates the excitement of this card making industry with an emphasis on stamping. And I generally have videos every day, at least one. I do live premieres when there's limited edition exclusives, so there's just a lot of excitement about it. Those limited edition exclusives are going to be something that are available until the quantity is gone, and then it's gone forever. They don't restock those. Regular releases, those are always not all, I shouldn't say always, I don't want to speak for everyone, but those are restocked. Typically they're restocked, but the limited edition exclusives aren't. So it's kind of just a month-long party, if you will. And it's a lot of excitement, a lot of inspiration, and just a lot of fun. So I'm excited for your first year of that. What is your story for the bunny? Melissa said, my story is my bunnies are out in this little forest and they're trick-or-treating. And it's very much a storybook kind of scene. You'll see I talk about the storybook thing in one of my Craftoween videos coming up. But that also, usually I always have like little stories or things about that. Okay, I notice I'm missing a small detail blending brush. These detail blending brushes from Spellbinders are my favorite as well. Let me grab my other one. And we're going to start by building our bunnies with inking, adding the face features, and then we're going to outfit them. So let's go ahead and start with our fog gray bunny. And I'm actually just going to use this Lost Shadow ink. Nikki says Nicole does not sleep. It doesn't feel like it sometimes. So I might have to transition to hickory smoke if this isn't dark enough, which is fine. So let me add a little hickory smoke, and we just want to add a little bit of shading. If you watch any of my videos, you know that I like a little bit of shading for most of my die cuts. I think it really adds character, and in the case of our critter especially, I think it's important because it really adds a cute look for them. Oh, did I miss a question from somebody? Let me go back and see if I can find it. Sometimes I miss questions as I'm working. You may have to ask it again because I don't know if I see it. Yeah, if you asked a question and I missed it, ask again, please. So I'm just going to add a little more. Stamptember is the perfect enabler for our addiction, Christy said. That is the truth. We're going to just go around our little face. If you have any questions regarding Lawn Fawn, Miss Shari is here in the chat today, and I know she would be more than happy to answer your questions. Nothing. She did tell me ahead of time that she would be here at least off and on. So, no, I'm not totally putting her on the spot. Let's see. You're welcome for the info, Teresa. Just finished watching my Spellbinders video. Oh, thank you so much. It's a really fun little lead up, I think, also to Stamptember. Okay, I'm going to take pink pastel. I think I put worn lipstick in my, either one will work, but that was in my supply list, but whatever. Just a nice light pink. And I'm using one of the small detail brushes, just to give our bunny some little pinky cheeks. It'll be pretty soft. Okay. Now, let me clean up this ink before I get it on everything. I feel shading makes everything pop, Marta said. Yes, I agree. All right, so what I'm going to do first, okay, thanks, Shari. Shari answered the question that was asked that I must have missed. I scrolled back, but I must have missed it. Oops. I put a little glue up here at the top, but let's do our layering pieces for the face. So for the face, we have an ear layering piece, a nose layering piece, and eyes. So if you have this Build a Bunny set, and again, this one is not new, but I love, love, love that there are add-ons for things that are already out. I'm just going to take the little nose because I want my nose to be pink. And then this piece really fits right around that. See how that just nestles in there? Right on the back. And look how cute our little face is. So sweet. And then on the back for the ears, we also have a layering piece for that. Oh, you guys are so sweet, giving Shari all the love for her awesome new projects using the release. They're so good. And there's our little ears. So I am going to go ahead, and I always like, I don't know why I do this, but I just like it. Instead of putting his head on, it is fairly straight, but it's slightly got a little attitude. I like to tilt the head just a little bit for that little bit of attitude. So let's look at our costume pieces. Oh, I probably should have put this on first to be, well, it'll be fine. So this is going to fit kind of right along here. This is like the front of his little cape. So I want to look at that. I want his arms to kind of be here. They're kind of peeking out. I'm not going to attach them yet. I think it's best to kind of lay things out before you get too excited. This is going to go back behind, and so is this. And he's going to be holding the little jack-o'-lantern treat bucket. He's out trick-or-treating in the woods. Love the attitude. Okay. So now I am going to take the gathered twigs. Yes, I did show the Craftoween projects. I am sharing, so let me pop back here. I do realize the Craftoween box sold out. So part of the agreement and my job is that I share a project every day. It started the 19th through the end of the month using the craft box, regardless of the fact that it sold out. So yes, I know it's a super bummer for anyone who didn't grab the box. But I was just talking about it and showing those cards because I know a lot of people did get the box just kind of as a little, you know, made these whatever, and hopefully you can gain inspiration from them even if you weren't able to pick up the box. But I did want to clear that up while I'm live here because I have had a few questions from people since the box is not available, and I will tell you they're not restocking it. I'm really bummed about that too, but just kind of to let you guys know. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take gathered twigs for my little jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. And we're going to add a little bit of color. Christy and Tabitha love the add-ons. Oh yeah, that would be really fun. All right, let me glue my little jack-o'-lantern piece. Make sure you're watching Shari's tips in the chat too. Oh gosh, I have a lot of glue. Good thing that dries clear, huh? Oh my word. That's a lot of glue, Nicole. Question, I missed where the bunnies and costumes are from. They're from Lawn Fawn. The supplies I'm using are listed and linked down underneath the video here on YouTube. All right. I am going to, I think we're going to glue the arm to the jack-o'-lantern bucket. Let's see. I just saw something I wanted to answer. Lisa said, so many are doing a card every day for Craft-A-Ween. I wish as many did that for the Stitchmas one. I can't speak for everybody else, but I will tell you guys that I will have videos for each of the Stitchmas, but they will not start until December. So I hope that helps, and hopefully others will do it as well. Okay, so I'm just going to have him kind of holding his little bucket here. I don't like his arm at all. I fix it. I'll fix it. There we go. The raven, oh, thank you. Are the little fangs on the, are there little fangs? Not that I could find, Jen. I will, that's a great thought. And I had kind of hoped so too, but I did not see any, but I think that would have been really cute. I maybe draw some on. If I thought I could do it live, I might try, but I think that would be adorable. Okay, so obviously for the black, I'm not going to add anything to this. And really, I don't think I like where I did the arms at all. Hold please while Nicole makes some little last minute adjustments to her card making out of frame. There we go. There we go. I want them tucked underneath his cape. Okay. I am going to just take a little bit of my black ink. Let's just use this brush right here. Bunnicula. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, E. Briggs. I love, love, love that. I loved that book. So I am going to add a little bit of black shading to any of the red areas. Just a little, kind of like we did for the sky. I don't really want to cover it up necessarily, but I want it to have that nice shading to it, make it a little moody. We'll just do, we're not really going to see that much of what goes here in the back. There we go. V Camp says she's sneaking in even though she's at work. I love it. So I'm just putting this back behind completely because I just want that little peak of red popping down there at the bottom. Just like the inside of the cape is red, basically. He does need bunny fangs. Shari, he needed bunny fangs. That would have been real cute. Oh, I love him so much. He's so cute. So here is our cute little trick-or-treat bunny. Bunny vampire. Oh yeah, so much love for Bunnicula. I love that. That's so funny. I feel like I have, okay, I feel like I die cut some fangs for a card and didn't use them. Was that Pretty Pink Posh? I bet it's too big for this. But I like the tips. Who said that? Jen said maybe cut a small star and cut the tips off the star to use as little fangs. That could be cute. I'm thinking about drawing them in with a white pen. I wonder if that would work. I might try it. I might try it at the end so we don't ruin the whole card. Shari has a little Easter egg for you guys there in the chat. I'll see if anyone catches on to that. I'm going to leave that alone, Shari. Kathleen says that Lawn Fawn makes the cutest critters. I 100% agree. So we're going to do our other little bunny now, and I'm going to shade him with some gathered twigs. Any brown ink is going to work. I kind of just went with whatever I had handy. Oh, the Spellbinders fangs from Dracula, Kathleen says. You know what? Maybe. I'm probably going to just draw them in for this guy, but I do like that idea a lot. Okay, I kind of wonder if I should have cut the other arms. Hold everyone while I reconsider something for my bunny before I get too far and too excited about this. I think, oh, no, I don't think I want to do that. I remember now why I didn't do that. Never mind. Just ignore me. Carry on like I didn't have that brief pause. I'm ready for the Lawn Fawn holiday release. Oh, Colleen. Yes. Coming soon. Yeah, use a little gel pen, Danae said. That's what I'm thinking too, Danae. We are thinking along the same lines. And Colleen goes, I realize we just had a new release from Lawn Fawn. Hey, you know how it works. There's always new coming. Also need to make sure our little jack-o'-lantern down here, he needs a little bit of shading. I often like to use browns with my oranges and reds or a black or something. I just feel like it works a little bit better. All right. I didn't buy the Craftoween, I bought the Stitchmas. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Misty. That's exciting. Okay. So what we're going to have here is our bunny popping out of the jack-o'-lantern. So I'm kind of just looking at it like so. And again, just like the last one, I kind of like to lay my pieces out and get a feel. Oh, that's going to be cute. The lid of our jack-o'-lantern, whoops, which I should have inked up, is going to be off to the side. That looks pretty good. Okay, so what we're going to do first is I need to find my face pieces for my jack-o'-lantern. And I decided there's lots of options. Oh, nice. Judy's cleaning her craft room because she's looking for her spider web press plate from Spellbinders. Isn't that an amazing one? She says she knows she has it, but she's looking for it. I agree 100%. It's one of my all-time favorites, and it's been out for a couple of years. Okay, so faces. We have our traditional jack-o'-lantern face. We have this one, which is the one I'm going to use. I kind of thought that one was funny. And then we have another face here. I love that we have options. We also have options for our jack-o'-lantern. I use the shorter, squattier one, but I love this taller one too. So what we're going to do is I'm going to grab, let's start with the mouth first. And we're going to start gluing these in place. Like so. Sounds like I need Nicola to sit next to me and slap my hand when I add to cart versus, versus shopping her stash. Is Nicola good at shopping her stash? Did I miss that comment? Probably. Oh yeah, and Shari said that that one face has fangs, but they're probably too big for the bunny. Yes, see how it's little fangs? It would be really, really cute. They probably are. I think I'm going to draw them in with my white pen because I do think he needs them, but I do think that it would look really cute with a white pen. We will see. Oh, Judy's supposed to get this set in the mail today. Yay, Judy! I love that. All right, we're going to put our bunny in the jack-o'-lantern now. And I had thought I might trim him down, but I actually don't think I will because I think this is going to make the arms a little bit higher up, which is going to work better for our purposes today. And before I get too excited, let's flip him over and get all of his layering pieces on. Shari says she would go with the white pen too. I just feel like it's the safest, especially he's pretty tiny. And I just don't know that anything else is going to work great. All right. Oh, so cute. Look at that little face. I love that little face. I forgot my pink cheeks. All right. And super cute. Okay, before I attach his arms, he's pretty small, but fangs would be asking to be lost on the desk, right? Pretty tiny. Okay, there is a cute little hook that we definitely do need to incorporate for our pirate. He has a hat and also the little skull and crossbones that go on the hat, and then his little bunny eye patch. Oh, you know what I forgot for Bunnicula? My little box of treasures revealed the little bow tie for him. Look at that! That finishes it off cute. Okay, I'm back. Look at how cute the eye patch is. Is that not the cutest thing ever? This is like paper dolls for grown-ups, basically, right? You could give her some eyelashes 100%. Okay, so I am just going to pop the little eye patch in place. Let's add our little skull and crossbones to our pirate hat. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down too. Yes, Yvonne says it reminds her of when she was younger playing with paper dolls. It does me as well. I think we've talked about this in other lives before. I loved paper dolls when I was a kid. Loved. And it definitely gives me those vibes. Oh, I haven't glued his arms down. Well, shoot. Let's just put the hook on real quick. There's a lot of little moving parts here. Monica has the little pirate flag emoji. Oh my gosh, I love, love, love that. Shari says, yes, paper dolls, 100%. I just think they're the cutest. I love that there's outfits. I mean, I love the basic outfits that came out for them, for the bunny as well. But I really, really do love all these little Halloween costumes. And the little layering piece for his hook. Okay, let's see how he's coming along. How adorable is he? Isn't that so fun? Oh my gosh, Nikki, fashion plates. I loved fashion plates. Yes. I'm sure no one is shocked that Nicole liked something that had to do with paper. I'm sure none of you who had it are shocked either that you loved it. I think that we don't ever totally grow up in that sense. Okay, I'm going to put the stem on my pumpkin lid that's going to kind of be down here. See what else we've got we can put together before we start kind of bringing our whole card together. Putting them together is such therapy, Monica said. 100%. Judy, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay. I forgot to ink up this little pumpkin. This little pumpkin also is part of the little costume add-on. So there's a pumpkin or the little, you know, treat, but we're going to use this little pumpkin. I felt like I tried to make it like it's a pumpkin patch kind of, and we've got a bunny and a jack-o'-lantern. We're going to have another little pumpkin kind of like this. You can kind of see where I'm going with that. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Christina still has her fashion plates. I'm so jealous. So here's something fun. I don't know if this is fun or not, but I had searched. It's been a while back now. I think probably the last time we talked about fashion plates, I did go on eBay, and I almost pulled the trigger to buy that vintage, probably 1980s one, the one that I had. I loved it so much. Oh my gosh, but I didn't. Maybe I still should. Okay. Now, before we move on, I know my white pen is out here somewhere. Well, maybe not. Let me see. Oh, here it is. This is the one I wanted to see. On the back of my frame, I'm just going to make sure it's working. It is. We're going to give Bunny some fangs. How cute. What do you guys think? I think that worked pretty good. We're going to give some little highlights to the eyes. Do little dots here for the little cheeks. Let's do that for both of these. There we go. Oh, yep, I like the little fangs. Just use a little, this is actually the fine tip jelly roll pen, and I would recommend that fine tip one for that. Perfect fangs. Thank you, Christina. We would cut clothes out of the catalogs. Me too, Kathleen, for paper dolls. Yes, I loved doing that. Sandy says, question, do you still have your Julie Nutting? I don't. I'm kind of sad that I don't have those, Sandy, but I don't. But that's a great question. I did love them. In fact, when I moved here, I think is when I got rid of those. All right, before we start assembling, oh my gosh, this red moody sky, I am here for this. We're going to have our cute little trick-or-treaters here, like so. Oh, I love, love, love this. Have our little pumpkin lid somewhere. We can do our other little jack-o'-lantern somewhere too, or a little pumpkin, pardon, somewhere. Let's see what else I might have. So I cut these leaves because I felt like a few fall leaves would be cute, but you know what I didn't cut and I wish I would have? some little blades of grass in green. I'm going to do that really quick because I'm going to show in our spooky forest backdrop, we have some little blades of grass here. And I think some little blades of grass tucked in and around here would be really cute. Don't you guys think? Let me cut a couple of those. I'm sure. Here's my stack of cardstock from the last couple weeks that I just keep pulling from. I need to put it away or get rid of what is not salvageable, but even this, I can cut little blades of grass from it. Pinch their cheeks cute, Christina says. I love that. Tabitha, you know, oh, here's a tip. I know I did the fangs after he was together. If you are worried that you do all of that work and you're going to mess it up, cut the face, draw the fangs, then put him together, because if you mess up, you could always just die cut the head. That's what I would normally do. I just was hopeful, and really I figured if I had to, I could just cut him again off camera. Like when the live was over, like I just go with it. But I think if you're going to do that just regularly, I would totally make sure you do that before you put him together. She's going to be making the super cute card. Well, thank you, Judy. I appreciate that. I love that. Okay. So, I want to grab my thin foam, and we're actually going to pop up our frame. I don't want to double it up, and here's why. Let's put that on the side. I don't mind putting a couple strips each on the side, but on the bottom, what we're going to do, I'm actually only going to do one, and I'm going to put it pretty close down here to the bottom because I do need to tuck like their little legs and things, maybe down underneath. Christy, thank you so much for this super chat. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Okay. Now let's go along the top and our sides. And I do need to figure out my sentiment before we attach anything. So before we start attaching, now is the time to determine how we want our sentiment to look. Do I want to try stamping it on the background? Oh yeah, and as discussed, I do not think I did. I don't think I die cut that body for my bat. Well, I set it right here with the cardstock. Great. This card is so cute. Amy said, thank you. Oh, thank you, Carrie. That would be great. Madge says she's wondering who is handing out candy to these two cuties. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's their new friend coming soon. Right, Shari? Okay, I think I want to use this big bat. I did cut all those little bats, but I thought he might be too big. I like him, but he may have to wait. We may have to just do these little ones. I think I like the little ones better. This is exactly how I create. Trial and error. Okay, stamps. I want to do no tricks, just treats, I think. And I think I want to stamp them right on the background. Or I could do a little sentiment strip, but I thought they would be really cute. I pulled out my white embossing powder because I think this is cute, and then we can kind of fill around it with a couple of the little bats. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Let's see. Shari says, new friend coming soon. How excited is everyone right now? It's going to be fun. Okay. I just want to use everything as my guide. I think that looks pretty good. We're going to move our critters, move our frame. I've got a little bit of clear embossing ink and white embossing powder. Yep, I think the little ones are better too, Barb. I agree. Hi, Misty. It's been fun chatting with you too. Don't let the grass cover that precious hook. Oh, I'm not going to. I'm just going to tuck it around, maybe in a couple of places. I'm sure I cut more than what I'm actually going to end up needing, but we shall see. Madge thinks they're going to a costume party. Oh, I love that. Oh, thank you, Yvonne. She says she likes my vision. The other great thing about doing all of our inking and all of that early is that our background is completely dry. So I didn't have to dry my Distress Oxide ink with a heat tool before I could add my embossing powder and not have it stick to everything. And my preference is to always let my inks dry before embossing over the top. I love that bright white on there. All right. That looks amazing. Yay, yay, yay. Jennifer says, leave it to Shari to give us pre-approved hints. Yes. Look, I wasn't going to say anything. I know. Shari says, I'm just saying, build a critter implies friends, don't you think? I think so. Lawn Fawn is always so good at that too. Building on things that they already have, which is so great. All right, Bunnicula and Captain Jack need to go here in our little scene. And we're going to keep the foam, I think, mostly here in the center so we can kind of tuck them. Hi, Carol. Okay. Oh, for everyone concerned about the hook, I hadn't glued anything down yet, so it'll be fine. I was more just going for space, making sure my sentiment was going to fit where I wanted it to go. So now we got our little pirate bunny here, just like that. Oh, he's so cute. All right. Who needs a summer costume of bikini and surfboard? Oh, we need. Question, Christy says, do we know what time Stamptember releases? I don't. I am sorry about that. I feel I meant to ask this morning and I forgot. Christy, I'll try to find out. I will email here in a little bit. I'm hoping it's at the same time as last year, but I honestly don't know. And my grass is a little too green, so we're just going to grunge it up a tiny bit. And I think that's also going to help break up a little bit of down here along the bottom. Oh, that's cute. I like it. I wouldn't send this as a card. I'd frame it. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, Kathleen says the same thing. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Okay, we're going to do, I think we're going to do maybe a couple of little... Yes. Actually, I am glad I cut multiples of these, I think. Now, I have these little leaves. I think we'll use... I actually wish I would have cut some red. Maybe I should do that really quick. I made a technical error. I think there's enough orange. I think we need a red leaf. So what I want to do is we're going to use this one. I'm going to go to my trusty stack of cardstock. I'm so glad that I don't put things away. That's the first and last time you're going to hear me say that. And let's add a little shading. I just thought a couple of leaves. We don't need a ton, but I liked these. I thought they worked really nice with our little scene. And I'm just going to stick with that same gathered twigs. Like so. And we're going to do kind of a couple of little leaves over here. And then I think we'll probably take a little orange leaf over there. Yes. Don't listen to them. I would send it to me. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. Hockey Spot says she loves the fangs. I do think they kind of make the whole thing. I agree. All right. We're going to tuck these little leaves over here. And I have lots of leftovers. I've talked about this before in the past. I keep any extra little pieces I have. I actually throw them all in an extra craft stacks dish. And what I end up doing is I'll pull from them. A lot of my Craft-A-Ween cards, I actually pulled right from my box because I would have extra little flowers or, you know, all kinds of little things. Maybe some extra bats because sometimes I would cut lots of extra bats. So you can always... I would say save all these little pieces because you never know when you might want to use them for something else. I think I am going to use this one. I think just peeking out there. And Where'd all my cute little bats go? I'm missing one. Shocking that I've been flinging stuff. Oh, here he is, right here. So I have my cute little glittery bats. It doesn't matter what ink you use, Brenda. I just used what I had out, but you can totally use Lawn Fawn ink if you want to. Generally, the ink I use is determined by maybe what else I've been using that week, and not necessarily like from anything else. So I had a lot of these out. Hadn't put them away yet, as mentioned. I have things I need to put away. But you could totally use Lawn Fawn ink or Simon Says Stamp ink or whatever ink you have. Okay. Look how cute. I love the little bats in the sky. So much fun. Okay, I do think we need some little gems. Don't you guys think? So I think we're going to pull out these silver ones. Shari says sparkle bat's my favorite. Mine too, Shari. Mine too. And also the sparkle bats help really make the bats stand out against the flat black cardstock of the silhouetted kind of little spooky forest here. And I always love a little sparkle. Who else loves a little sparkle? Gemstones are always a good idea. Nicholas says you got me started with the sparkling bats. Oh, that's so funny. Sorry, not sorry. I think sparkle bats are always a good idea. Okay, now, I'm sure there it is. I'm just going to add a couple of little highlights, I think. Not a ton, just a couple. White highlights are always a good idea. The fangs really complete the bunny. Thank you, Catherine. I'm so glad you like them. And there we go. It just needs to be glued on to a card base, and our adorable little bunny trick-or-treater card featuring all Lawn Fawn products, some new, some previously released, is all finished. Oh my gosh, I'm just loving this background for this card. I'm so glad it worked out. Sometimes it's the little things, you guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay. Did I miss any questions? I know I missed a few early on, and I know Shari answered quite a few if they were Lawn Fawn related or not, things she knew the answer to. So let me know if I missed anybody's questions. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you guys for the kind comments. Monica, isn't it funny in crafting that the bats and mice can be cute and spiders? Right? I agree, because none of these things do I like in real life. You're welcome, Shari. It was my pleasure. I love my Lawn Fawn. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. Aw, Jennifer, thank you. That's so nice. You guys are so sweet. Yes, Catherine says don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, I would very much appreciate it if you hit the like button. Thank you. Okay. Larissa, thank you. You have a great weekend too. I will be back here next Friday. I will tell you the first Friday in September I won't be here, but I will be here next week. I kind of think I know what we're doing, but I will decide for sure this weekend or Monday of next week. Oh no, Judy, you haven't found it yet? Okay, keep looking, Judy, and I'm glad we made your search fun. You'll find it. It's always in the place you're not looking. What was I looking for? It was just earlier this week. I could not find it anywhere. And it was exactly where it was supposed to be too. I think I don't know what I thought. Anyway, you'll find it. I will be here next Friday. We will have some more crafting fun. I'm thinking we probably won't do Halloween next Friday for the live, just because I have so much Halloween content right now. But maybe we could do fall, or I have another idea. We shall see. And then before we know it, it's going to be Stamptember. So I have updated my YouTube channel with all the upcoming lives, I think through September. So you kind of know when you can expect to see me. You should get email notifications when I go live. And I will be posting on social on my YouTube page where you can expect to see me in live premieres for Stamptember. So stay tuned to that. I kind of did that last year, and I think it was really helpful because there are some time changes depending on whose release it is or what kind of release it is. Most of the time it's at the same time. I will find out what time the releases will be so we kind of know what to expect and when you guys can come hang out with me live in the chat. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye, everyone. The supplies used in today's video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another project that you might be interested in. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a new live video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.